Today we are going to do the World of Words activities. So in our packet you will notice that there are a list of different activities you can do for today's literacy game and activity section. We got these activities from the Reading Rockets website, so if you want to look at the original source, you can find it on the Reading Rockets website under World of Words. So, because there are so many different things that you can do for this activity today, we are going to choose just two of the items. The first activity that we're going to do together is the fourth bullet point where it says, look at materials in your home with print on them. This might include labels on food items, packages, clothing with words, newspapers, magazines, etc. Anything with words on it. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to find an interesting picture and share it with your family. And families, parents, guardians, if you're watching this video, feel free to change up this activity a little bit, make it more of a game. And I'm going to modify it for today just to show you different ways that you can use this activity. So one way that you can do the find materials with words on them activity is to have a scavenger hunt. You can work with your family to figure out which letter, and then you have to go around your home and try to find items that begin with that letter or have that letter in them. I wore my Read shirt today because it has letters on it. If you have shirts or clothing items that have words on it, feel free to include that in your scavenger hunt. How I'm going to do the scavenger hunt today is I have a bunch of different materials with words on them, and I'm going to use tape, and I'm going to tape them up on our giant alphabet chart. If you wanted to do something like this on your own, you have this journal, and we are using it for both just writing purposes, literacy activities, and science activities. You can find an empty page, write a letter on top. You can do the capital and lowercase letter, and then find items that you might be able to cut out, like labels from packages of food that you've already eaten, or maybe anything that you got in the mail that is like an old magazine, or like an ad for a local food place. And you can cut out words and you can put them under that letter. So that's one way you can do it. So I'm going to show you my items, and then we're going to work together to figure out where on our alphabet chart they might fit. I have a big bin of items right here, and I'm going to reach in, and I picked out this small item. So there's a couple words on here, but I'm going to pick the big word that I see. This is a gum package, and it held gum, and the brand of this gum is called Trident. So I want to use my scissors. You will have a little yellow pair of scissors, and I want to cut out safely the label. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and flat. All right. Trident starts with the letter T. So I'm looking on my alphabet chart for the letter T. Turtle. So I'm going to take a piece of tape. If you're using your notebook, you can use glue and glue it right on. And I'm going to stick it right here. Turtle. Trident. All right, now let's go into our bin again. We have Lancey's treat box, and on the treat box there are two words. So we're going to cut this in half, and we can put both words on our alphabet chart. We have the word milk. Milk starts with the letter M. What sound does M make? Milk. Milk. So we're looking for the letter M. Moon. All right, let's stick it up there. Now we have a word that starts with the letter B. We have the word bone. Bone. sound does the letter B make? B, b, bone. I'm looking up on my chart. B, b, bear. B, b, bone. There are quite a few empty spaces. I could keep going, or I could stop for today. So I think what we're going to do for this is we are going to put a pause on adding print to our alphabet chart, and we're going to move on to the other activity. And it says create a scrapbook. Cut out pictures of people and places and label them. So we're going to do an example page for this activity. I want to write the date today. It is 9/22/2020. Now, I like to save these ads that we get in the mail. These are great visuals. They have lots of really cool pictures on them, and we can use those to label. And what we do when we label is we are going to pick out a picture, cut it out, glue it down, and then we are going to label what that item is in that picture. Let's look through here together. It is fall, and in fall, a popular sport is football. So I'm going to cut out an image of this family watching football on the TV. We can't see the TV, but I know they're watching TV because they're all staring in the same direction, and it looks like they are inside. My picture is really big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my paper to the side like this, and I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to leave some space so I can label what I see in the picture. I'm going to put glue on the back. All right. So we have our photo glued in, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to see if I can identify different things in the picture. So the first thing that I want to label is I want to label this football. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from the football to the page, just like that. And I'm going to do my best to write the word football. We are not looking for book spelling when we do this activity. We are going to write whatever sounds we hear in that word. So I'm going to stretch out the word and see what sounds I hear. I can use my alphabet chart. You have a little laminated alphabet chart in your Bright Futures bags that you can use. And you can also look up if you're looking for any alphabet chart. The one that we use is the Fontes and Pinnell alphabet chart. And so I'm going to stretch out the word football. So the first sound I hear goes, what letter is that, friends? F, This is special. So I know that it's a vowel. Maybe I'm thinking of an O goes ah, U goes ah. If you want to write an O or a U, go ahead. In first grade, you will learn that two vowels together in the same syllable make a new sound. We call that a diphthong. And I know that the double O makes the sound. So I am going to put my double O. What sound goes t? What letter goes t? T. So we have foot. Now we're looking for ball. All. All. Let me look at my chart. Sometimes when I'm stuck, I can go through my chart to help me figure out what sound a letter is. A, apple. B, bear. Ball. Bear. It's the letter B. Foot, all. I remember that the all is a word family, and all is spelled A-L-L. Football. I'm going to choose one other word from this picture. So I'm going to look around, and there are many different things that I see. I see a family. So I'm going to look for another person or thing in this image to label, and I'm going to choose the person right on the closest on the edge. And in this picture, it doesn't tell us, but it looks like a family is watching football together and eating, do those looks like they're eating some chips or some snacks. So I'm going to label the woman on the end of the photo, and I'm going to say that's the mom. So I'm going to draw a label. And it says mom. And I could keep doing that for everything I see in that image. Something else I could do I could pick a new photo and I could tell a story with the images. Instead of labeling what I see in the photo, I could do that. I could cut this out. These are a picture of some pumpkins. And I could just write pumpkins. I could sound that out. I could try my best to sound that out and write pumpkins. But what I'm going to do is in this page, I'm going to take this picture. I'm going to glue it down. And I'm actually going to use my pencil to add some detail to my photo. And I am actually going to write a short story about these pumpkins. I'm going to imagine I'm going to the pumpkin patch. I'm going to write the date at the top. One day, I decided to go to the pumpkin patch. I saw 3 giant pumpkins. They had blue ribbons on them. They won the giant pumpkin contest. And I just came up with a little story. So, we would love to hear about how you do these activities at home. During our Bright Future Zoom on the 22nd, Tuesday today, we are actually going to have a scavenger hunt. So instead of cutting, gluing, or writing anything, we're actually going to take turns finding different items in the places that we're at that might have letters that go with the letters we're looking for. So we hope you can join us for our Zoom today at 5. We are going to have so much fun. Bye, friends.